2024 is looking pretty tasty for new motorcycles, so we've gone through and picked 10 of the best. These are the ones that we're most excited by here at Bike Matters, so let's get into it. Starting at number 10, we have the Yamaha MT-09. Now, the Dark Side of Japan Hyper Naked series gets an update, and the controversial Cyclops look is out, and a sleeker dual LED faceplate is in. But there is a bit more under the surface here for 2024. Famed for its CP3 890cc triple motor, the MT-09 has been hitting the streets in various forms since 2013. And for 2024, it keeps its 6-axis IMU with rider aids, adds a backslip regulator and 3rd-gen quickshifter, has uprated and adjustable suspension, even better Brembo brakes, acoustic amplifier grills on top of the tank, and you can even tweak your ride via the TFT dash and the Yamaha ride control. Though that 5-inch TFT does stick out just a little bit. So on the face of it, Yamaha hasn't changed too much, but dive a bit deeper and your inner hooligan will be ecstatic with the possibilities here. Though it seems the price has also taken quite a hike to match this new form. It's now priced at £10,100 in 2024. The 2023 MT-09 launch price was £8,999, and the 2023 SP was £10,199. And back in 2013, it launched at just under £7,000. So bikes are getting more expensive, but more electronic gadgetry. So without a doubt, the MT-09 will continue to sell well. They've certainly sold a few in their years, and I do personally love the new look, though it is getting a little bit pricey. I did review the MT-07 here at Bike Matters recently, so give that review a watch if you fancy it. Link is up there. And maybe we'll swing a leg over this new MT next year. An honorary mention also goes to the XSR 900 GP, which is the sports bike variant using the same CP3 motor. It wasn't quite the R9 that many were hoping to be unveiled for 2024, but it will do for now. Maybe next year we'll see an R9. I'll also do a quick spec recap here. So power is 117 brake horsepower, the weight is 193 kilograms wet, the seat height is 825mm, tank size is 14 litres, and that price is £10,100. Next, we have the Moto Guzzi Stelvio, the new adventure bike from the Eagle brand, which reignites the iconic Stelvio name of old using a new liquid-cooled 1042cc transverse twin, as used in the V100 Mandello engine. That provides you with 113.4 brake horsepower and 105 Nm of torque. Now, it was debuted at EICMA when we saw it there, and unfortunately, it didn't make an appearance at Motorcycle Live, but it's due to land in the UK ready for a 2024 launch. So what makes this new bike intriguing? Well, it's the application of the engine and the electronic gadgetry that's chucked in, including the newly added PFF radar if you opt for it, providing state-of-the-art tourability with the added possibility of jaunts off-road, though it is 246 kilograms wet, and by all means a big bike, so smaller riders, Brett, beware. As of writing, the price of the Stelvio isn't confirmed for the UK market, though it appears to be set at $16,390 in the US. Got any guesses of price in the UK? Get your predictions in the comments. We also did a 7 things to know feature on this Stelvio, so check out that video if you want more in-depth info. And we reviewed the Mandello here at Bike Matters. What a bike. Don't tell Guzzi, but I prefer the Mandello to this Stelvio. See why in the review video. Spec recap for you: 113.4 brake horsepower, 246 kilograms wet, seat height is 830mm, tank size 21 litres, and the price, I'm guessing, 15 grand? In at number 8, the Ducati Hypermotard 698 Mono. Now, the Hypermotard goes mono for 2024, and Ducati has reinvented its Supermoto formula with a groundbreaking new 659cc single-cylinder Super Quadro mono motor. It's the most powerful single in production, with 76.4 brake horsepower and 63 Nm of torque in stock format. And it revs to 10,250 RPM. And this bike was also voted the most beautiful motorcycle at EICMA 2023. I don't disagree, it's stunning. It finds our way onto 8th place of our list, but don't assume that means it isn't anything but superb. And if you know me, you know this is one of my dream bikes. Hope my girlfriend is watching. Buy one, please. Please. It comes in 2 trims, the RVE edition with a lovely graffiti paint job, and the Ducati Red standard model, which is equally as nice. It weighs in at 151 kilograms dry. It has a tall 904mm seat and a 12-litre tank. You can restrict this for an A2 license, 47 brake horsepower too, if you want. And all things considered, this is going to be an absolute riot to hoon around on. A round of applause for that motor too, because don't know how they've done it. Desmo fun. The price starts at £10,995, £11,895 for the RVE edition with graffiti livery. And for fun, I spec one of these up on the Ducati configurator with everything on. It got to £16,490. so I better start saving the pennies. Power is 76.4 brake horsepower, weight 151 kilograms, seat is 905mm, tank size 12 litres, and the price £10,995 and up. Now at number 7 we have the Honda CB1000 Hornet. Now let me first say that Honda has clearly been hard at work for 2024. Amongst the EICMA reveals was the NX500, updates to the 650 range, the Hornet 500, and a few others. But we're starting with this CB1000 Hornet. And you can watch our Honda 2024 video as they have been busy working away, and we covered all of their new models there. But back to this new flagship Hornet. And this takes the 2017 CBR1000 RR Fireblade engine with just over 147 brake horsepower and 100 Nm of torque. And it sticks it all into that seriously fun Hornet Street Fighter framework. We did review the Hornet 750 as well, so check that out. You've got a new twin spar frame, a new trellis style rear subframe, dual LED headlights that look suspiciously familiar, and it's shaping up to be quite the package. Now, full specs and details are yet to be revealed, as well as the all-important price point, but this could be a very special model for Honda. We did ask Honda if the CB1000R Neo Sports Cafe Racer will be on its way out to make way for this Hornet. And they replied saying they're not planning on replacing it, but who knows? It might be that they're just going to get rid of the last few models. So if you're looking for one, buy one now. The power is 147.5 brake horsepower. I'm guessing around 213 kilograms. Seat height, guessing 830mm. Tank size, guessing 15 litres. Price, guessing 12 grand. Who knows? We have no spec here, but let me know what you think in the comments. At number 6, we have the Honda CBR600RR. So sticking with Honda, we reserve a place for the CBR600RR. It's another one that personally gets me a bit hot under the collar. And it's the return of the CBR600RR for the UK. After a 6-year hiatus, it is back. Under-seat exhaust and all. It was shown off at EICMA and then at Motorcycle Live. And even sitting on it quickly at the Honda stand, it felt quick. Does that even make sense? With a racy rider position matched to the updated 4-cylinder 599cc motor with peak power of 119 horses at 14,250 revs. 14,250 revs, mad. 63 Nm of torque at 11,500 revs, and it's all in a 193 kilogram package. Wannabe racers will also get a 6-axis IMU and a ride-by-wire throttle, MotoGP inspired electronics and aerodynamics, a standard fit quick shifter, an assist and slipper clutch, and even an optional race-only HRC kit if you think you can take the place of the departing Marc Marquez. Pricing is unconfirmed at this point. So what are your guesses for the CBR600RR price? You know what to do, let me know in the comments. At one point, a brand new first generation model, back in the day, was 9.5 grand, with used prices staying fairly high. I'd expect this to sell extremely well, and I would love a go on one as well. Hint, hint, Honda. Admittedly, it might be more suited for rev-happy racetracks. On the road, you'd really have to pin it to get the most out of it, but that can be quite fun if you do it in the legal limits. Power is 119 brake horsepower, weight 193 kilograms wet. Seat height is 820mm, tank size 18 litres, and the price, I'm guessing, 13 grand? Let me know if I'm right or wrong in the comments, please. Now, a quick interlude, if you're looking for a new motorcycle for 2024, or even a scooter, you can go direct to Lexham Insurance for a quote. We put a link in the top right for you. Go direct to them, they'll get you a quote for your motorcycle or scooter. Number 5, KTM 990 Duke. Now, middle of the pack here, but aggressive as ever, we have the new KTM 990 Duke. The Duke has been an ever popular naked, and the 990 was originally reserved for the Super Duke. But now, 30 years on from the first Duke, we have an additional 100 or so cc's for this 2024 rendition. It's now up to 947cc for this LC8C twin. Look past the peculiar LED headlight design and you'll find a distinguished beast with 123 horsepower and 103 Nm of torque, weighing in 190 kilograms wet. A lot of hundreds here. And refined from a long lineage with adjustable WP Apex suspension, Bridgestone S22 tyres on 17-inch wheels, new tubular frame, closed lattice swing arm, updated ergonomics and technology. There's a lot going on here and it's sure to be a blast on the road. And it has a dedicated track mode. 10 levels of slip control, anti-wheelie, cornering ABS, launch control. KTM has kept this traditionally mad. Prices are due to start at £12,999, and I'd imagine this 990 unit is going to find its way into a number of 990 derived models. Power, 121 brake horsepower, weight, 190 kilograms, seat height, 825mm, tank size is 14.8 litres, and the price, £12,999. Oof. Number 4, Suzuki GSX-S1000GX. A special mention to the GSX-8R that was unveiled at the same time. This duo from Suzuki for 2024 could arguably form the ideal garage pair, but we go for the GSX-S1000GX. GX. Now, there's a lot to talk about on this GX, and it's a pretty big step in the right direction for a brand that could otherwise be accused of being quite stagnant over the years. This new GX introduces plenty of new tech and gadgetry for Suzuki's first adventure into the crossover sector. Standing tall and proud, it is heavily based on the GSX-S1000GT, with the same 999cc inline-4 motor boasting 150 brake horsepower at 11k revs and 106 Nm of torque at 9,250 revs. It weighs in at 232 kilograms and it has a host of rider tech to play about with: a 6-axis Bosch IMU, Suzuki Intelligent Ride System with ride-by-wire, corner and ABS, traction control, loads of rider modes, drive modes, and there's just a lot of tech here. It's another first for Suzuki in the semi-active electronic suspension as well that's introduced from Showa. And wallets at the ready, Suzuki has priced this 2024 GX at £14,499 as a launch price, and they say the first batch is due to be ready for Christmas. Consider also that you'd need to add in some touring accessories like panniers, and it will be a tad bit pricier, but all in, some are calling this the bike of 2024 already. And with the launch reviews now about to start rolling in, it's going to be very interesting to see what's to come for 2024 from Suzuki. We did also release a 7 Things to Know video if you want a quick coverall look at the new model. Check it out if you want. Power is 150 brake horsepower, weight 232 kilograms, seat height 845 mil, tank size is 19 litres, and the price £14,499. Standing on the podium in a triumphant third place, puns, we have the highly anticipated result of Triumph's collaboration with Bajaj Auto, the Speed 400 and the Scrambler 400X. We did stick both in here as they share the same bones, but the Scrambler naturally has been given a few tweaks to make it more adept for a few light trails. The 400cc liquid-cooled single puts out a decent 39.5 brake horsepower and 37.5 Nm of torque. It's A2 friendly out the box and noted as typically Triumph in its delivery. Could be good. We really enjoyed riding a few Triumphs this year. In fact, Felix and I both agreed that Triumph could well be our manufacturer of 2023, just purely on the ones that we've ridden anyway. Let us know if you want the full list of our favourite bikes for 2023. And if you were to ask us if we preferred either the Scrambler 900 or the Speed Twin 900 from our reviews, I personally love the Speed Twin 900. Felix, Scrambler, was it? I think it was a Scrambler. I think he preferred the Scrambler. Anyway, back to this Geo, and pricing could well be the biggest selling point here. Seriously tempting and competitive, the Speed 400 is set at £4,995 and the Scrambler 400 £5,595. And with the models due to land in early 2024, they could be making huge waves in the UK and further afield. Spec-wise, you're getting some proper equipment here as well. 43mm upside down forks, bi-bree brakes with ABS, a lightweight 170 kilograms for the Speed, 179 kilograms for the Scrambler. And the Scrambler, of course, has slightly longer travel suspension and a taller 830mm seat. The Speed has a 790mm seat. So, of course, you can check out our dedicated video on these two up here, or you can even check out my chat with Chief Engineer Stuart Wood when we spoke to them at the Triumph factory in Hinckley. We're due to test them out next year as well, so stay tuned, subscribe, and you'll find our review when it lands. So recap on spec for the Speed is 39.5 brake horsepower, 170 kilograms wet, seat height is 790mm, tank size 13 litres, and the price £4,995. Scrambler, same engine, so 39.5 brake horsepower. The weight's a little bit up, 179 kilograms, wet. Seat height is 835mm. Tank size, again, 13 litres. And the price, £5,595. At number 2, we have the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. Now, just missing out on the top spot, but arguably deserving of it, depending on who you ask, is the brand new and updated Royal Enfield Himalayan 450. Now, Royal Enfield is seriously proud of what they have done here. It's a bike that was born in the Himalayas to serve the Himalayas in 2016 in both function and price, and followed popular demand to land outside of India for all of us to enjoy. It does keep things basic, but it does it so well. That being said, the price for this 2024 model has yet to be confirmed as of filming. I did speak to Royal Enfield and they just wouldn't tell me, only hinting that it will still be Himalayan. And inside the affordable adventurer, we hope, is a brand new Sherpa 450 single-cylinder workhorse. It's liquid-cooled, a first for Enfield. It's 452cc, 40 brake horsepower, 40 Nm of torque, and the listed weight is 196 kilograms. The previous 411 model tipped the scales 199 kilograms wet. And that's pretty good going considering the new Showa suspension and almost doubled up power is going to make light work of the trails. So if you're navigating on or off-road, it shouldn't prove too problematic with this Himalayan. And speaking of, there is a rally trim as well if you're going off-road that gets tubeless wheels and other spec bits to make it a little bit more off-roady. if you're going to be spending a chunk of time off-road. Reviews of this, as I say, have been rolling in from the Himalayas, and it seems to return top marks. But again, it's all dependent on that final price. If it's around £5,500, I'm guessing £5,750, we'd expect this to do extremely well. But if it's closer to £7,000, it may lose a few potential owners as it comes up against more premium opposition. So keep an eye out for this one. Keep an eye out for our review on 2024 when we finally get our hands on it. So as we were editing this video, Royal Enfield sent out a press release. Had a look at it. It's the Himalayan prices. I did say that this is going to happen. And my prediction was £5,750. And somehow I've got it absolutely bang on. In Casa Brown, it's £5,750. That's the base starting price. You've also got the Pass variant, which has the Slate Himalayan Salt and the Slate Himalayan Poppy Blue. That's £5,850. Then you've got the final Summit variant, and that includes Hanley Black, the Camet White tubeless option, and the Hanley Black tubeless option, which is £6,050, £6,250, or £6,300 respectively. Now, I think that's a very, very, very good price, considering that the Himalayan 411 is now around about £5,000, £5,050, depending on which variant you go for there. Very good price from Royal Enfield, so let us know in the comments if you think so too. Power, 40 brake horsepower, weight 196 kilograms, seat height 825mm, tank size 17 litres, and the price, I'm guessing £5,750. Reaching the summit at number one is the BMW R1300GS. Years in development, almost entirely new for 2024 and redesigned from the ground up. If you're a betting person, it would be a very safe bet to say this adventure will continue the GS legacy to head sales charts and top 10s the world over. I guess we're adding to that list, aren't we? Anyway, no matter what type of riding you're after, the variants of the GS will have you covered. So all sharing the same 1300cc boxer twin shift cam engine, which is all new, with 145 brake horsepower at 7,750 revs and 149 newton meters of torque at 6,500 RPM. It lowers its weight by 12 kilograms to 230 kilograms wet, and it provides more bang for your buck, so to speak. Speaking of, prices start at £15,990 and it goes up to £18,300 depending on which variant you go for. There's also GS Trophy, and that one was in use at Motorcycle Live in the little off-road section, and in the right hands it looks an absolute weapon. You can also go for the triple black or the option 719 Tramontana. Prices go up, basically. Do you agree that this is going to be the motorcycle of 2024 and beyond? I want to hear what you think in the comments. Quick spec recap. Power, 145 brake horsepower. Weight is 237 kilograms. Seat height is 850mm. Tank size is 19 litres. And the price, £15,990. So that just about rounds up our favourite new bikes for 2024. And yes, we did have to leave out quite a few models. So let us know if you agree or disagree with my list down below. Appreciate you watching this far. Ciao from me. Subscribe, thank you, and I'll see you in 2024. Bye.